So today, this morning, after I make our delicious coffee, real quick, since this is a full day of eating slash vlog, I put 2 cups of this unsweetened silk cashew milk per, like you can see that this is super full, so I put like this much coffee in it. And then Max, I put a little bit of this. It's awesome, with some soy milk and some stevia drops. But today, this morning, in like 15 minutes, we're gonna be leaving the house and we're going to volunteer at this thing called Habitat for Humanity. Is it countrywide? Do you know?
I think it's nationwide.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Countrywide.
Countrywide.
It's just the country. It's really cool because all you do to help volunteer in your area is sign up for like their email newsletter. And then they let you know of projects going on in the area. Like right now they're rebuilding a house. I think it was affected by the flood. And I think they've slowly been rebuilding it. And this weekend we're finally able to go and help. And I think it's just yard work, like cleaning out the yard and stuff.
So you told me.
Maybe, or they were painting last weekend. But anyway, it's really cool. So you guys can go look it up. If you want to help out in your area, just look up Habitat for Humanity. And then you can search by your area and sign up for the newsletter, and then get in contact with people. And it's really neat to be able to help volunteer, like kind of at the drop of a hat. Like you don't have to do, all we have to bring is sunscreen and bug spray, and then they're going to provide the tools. So that's that. And then after that, we're going to go to Crux for climbing, of course. But I thought I would show you guys what I'm eating, since this is day 2 of my vegan cut. That's about it. See you in a bit. One of these cookies. I think this is my last snickerdoodle one. Alright. I think you got the worst of it. Oh,
Well, that rock that I had to work on.
Yeah.
Bring up that big chunk. Oh, I went the wrong way.
That was cool though. We were just cleaning out the yard and painting columns and I don't know what else. A lot.
Landscaping.
Landscaping.
We didn't really work on the actual house. We worked around the house.
Not ready yet.
No, yeah. But they are going to start work on the house. I mean, the finish out.
Yeah. What's cool though is the girl that will be moving in, she's a single mom of 4? 4.
How'd that happen?
She's young.
She's like our age.
Our age. But what they do, I don't know how they pick the families or the people that get the homes, but what they do is you have to put in 300 hours.
Yeah, but she's done more than that, supposedly.
Yeah. You put in 300 hours of basically work.
Yeah, sweat equity.
Sweat equity is what he called it. Into the house, and then they have volunteers come and put it together for you. So, and then you pay what do you pay for it?
You pay, everything's at cost.
At cost.
And so if it's volunteer work, then you're not paying for any labor, so you're only paying for,
materials.
Yeah, it's like,
so pretty cool.
Okay.
I didn't realize they did that. That's really neat.
And they produce 1 house per year, which is not like, an amazing feat,
but it's quality.
It's really neat. Yeah. And they get local contractors, which I do a lot of them after I heard them talking. And then they also work with you on finish out payments and things like that. So I mean, they do a little bit of everything. Like they make sure that you are going to stay in that house for a long period of time.
Yeah. So it's not like they just build it for some homeless person and then
and they just pat each other on the backs and then forget about you.
Yeah.
They work with you throughout.
So that's really neat, and we'll be doing that more because there's still a lot of work to be done there. So got in a conversation about being vegan with the guy, and he kept asking about it. So
he had a girlfriend that was vegetarian, but also lactose intolerant. So she was basically vegan.
But she does eat eggs.
She does eat eggs.
So he was asking a lot of questions about that, which is kind of neat. And I just basically told him that it really wasn't a hard change for us. Like I just literally plugged in the vegan alternatives to anything I was eating and went on our way. But now we are super sweaty, but we're not going home to shower. We're gonna go shower at the bouldering project. No, ooh, we're gonna go shower at Crux. Sorry.
Awkward. I still have
Crux.
membership to both.
Yeah.
Until 17th or 20th.
So we're gonna go shower and then climb and then probably shower again. Maybe get some food in there somewhere. Maybe. My hands are so dirty.
It's only 10:30.
I know, but I've been up since 5:30.
What?
5:45. Anyway.
Did you get up that early?
I did. What are you doing?
I'm hungry.
You in prep or something?
Uh-huh.
I do want to take a minute to appreciate Matt's shirt. Matt? Check out the shirt. Yes. Check out my new little journal. Kind of off center, but whatever. Just keep my climbing thoughts. Progress. And then this from here to there is all new. Question from a Q&A from a while ago, and I think that we have talked about this before, but it's always good to just touch on it again. Somebody asked my thoughts on intermittent fasting. My thoughts on intermittent fasting is if it works for you and if it's something that's more for your lifestyle, then go for it. I don't advocate it as like what to do or like the diet to follow, because I tried it a few years ago, probably 3, maybe 4 years ago, as a way to restrict my intake. So I wouldn't eat until about noon or maybe about 1 o'clock, and then my eating window was between 1 p.m. and I think like 6 or 7 p.m. And so within that small window of time you eat all of your day's worth of calories. So you know, I was trying to keep my carbs super low, so I was able to eat more at one time. So it was more like an excuse to kind of binge during those hours. So that's not a healthy way to look at it. But for somebody like this guy, especially how he used to be, you wouldn't eat in the morning. He didn't like to eat in the morning, and then would just get so busy during the day. I think it was whenever you worked at the outlet mall. And
Well, that was when I was working out in the mall, law office, and then I was going to school at the same time.
True. So he only had like a short window of time where he actually could eat.
And I usually just forgot.
Yeah, that too. But whenever he did eat, you know, he would eat a good amount of calories. And so something like that, I think it's good. As far as like fat loss goes, I've seen some research that it's good for your hormones, that it's good for fat loss. But at the same time, if it's not something that you can stick with for a long time, I'm talking 12 months or more, it's not going to be really beneficial because it's only, whatever you get from it is only going to be temporary. And then I would also say if it's something that you want to try out, maybe do it a couple days a week. And if you find that it just drives you insane, if you feel restricted, or if you feel that you kind of binge out, when you do eat, whenever you do have your eating window, that is probably not something that's good for you to do. For people that are on like contest prep, it might be beneficial because you are having to get your calories pretty low. The mentality in general of contest prep is not going to be the best. So if you are really struggling with, you know, not being able to eat enough, it might benefit you a little bit to follow an eating window. I keep putting my camera on the side of the door. It's so bumpy. It might benefit you to follow more intermittent fasting because you have like a shorter window of time to hit your macros. But as like a dieting or something that's quick fix, I don't recommend it if it's not something that you think that would be beneficial for you to do long term. So that's my thoughts on that. Anything to add?
Nope.
Matthew? No?
I did it for a short time, and I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah. And do you do it now?
It's rare.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah. That's that. Now we're heading home. What do you want, kitty? What do you want? Time is it? Time for watching the show that I'm too embarrassed to mention that we love watching. I know this probably looks really gross, but I promise it's delicious. I promise. Chickpeas take on sweet or savory flavors, so they actually make like a really good pudding.